All right, everyone, it's Chaim here with Detective Americana. I'm actually heading down to the river to do some mudlarking. It's been about over, I think, a month since I've been down there. I think low tide is in about 20 minutes, so stay tuned, see what we can find. All right, gonna start today with a nice piece of blue willow china. Nice piece, we'll take it. All right, I see a 2-hole button over here. Let's see what this is. There's a nice design on it. Just a nice piece of glass. But yeah, here's the button. Nice, we'll take it. All right, on the hunt for the first marble of the trip. All right, right there. Is that gonna be the first marble? Oh, it is. Oh, sorry, there it is. Nice. Oh, that's a nice one. Blue and green swirls, beautiful. All right, let's open the floodgates. I find a lot of these here. It's a screw top, but it's Kellogg or Kellogg's. So I wonder if there was a Kellogg's factory here along the Hudson over here. Yeah, we'll leave this. All right, what's that blue thing? In a spot that I don't really find marbles too often. In a stretch, I should say, not a spot. Look at that, just a nice blue one. Is that just mud? Yeah, that's just mud. Nice, we'll take it. All right, I don't know what that is. You see it's faceted. It's gonna be a morning button. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's nice, we'll take it. All right, pick this up. I thought it was gonna be just like a rubber plastic ball, but it's not. I don't know if it's stone or clay, but yeah, interesting, we'll take this. I don't know why, but I do like finding these bottom of wine champagne glasses. This is a nice one. The base is perfect. Just missing the stem and the cup part, but yeah, the base is perfect. So we'll take this too. I rarely find coins, but there you go. Oh, it's a wheat cent. That's crazy. It says 1 cent there. All right, well, that's like the first real old coin I've ever found in this stretch. So it's kind of good to see. I stood up, turned around. Is that a spoon handle? It is just a spoon handle. Oh, all right, we're finding some non-ferrous metal. Yeah, some interesting stuff. Might have to bring the detector at some point, but yeah, broken spoon handle. All right, just came back to the spot where I found that penny. I flipped a rock, there's a coin there, and as I'm squatting, there's a coin here. So this is, all right, well, this is not a coin, it's tiny. Well, maybe it is, but it's not a coin. This has to be a wheat cent from what it looks like. Yeah, I think this is a wheat cent for sure. Yeah, that's definitely a wheat cent, and this is, I don't know what this is. But yeah, we're gonna move some rocks around this little spot here. All right, you can see I'm kind of just walking along this line. There's another coin right there. It's another wheat cent. That's 3 wheat cents here. That's crazy. I got the scraper out, so we're doing a little scraping. Let's just see what this is. Oh, it's like half a button or something. Yeah, there's stuff accumulating in this little line. Look, another circular metal thing here. Yeah, very interesting stuff. A couple steps away, another coin. It's another Wheatie, I believe. Yeah, 1 cent. That's crazy. All right, we're heading out. Was hoping for one more. There we go. Number 3. All right, we can go now. All right, everyone, we are back. It's part 2 here. Another nice spring afternoon after work. So let's see what we can find. There's a lot of tiles here, mostly whites, but some yellows and blues. So we're gonna keep the blues for now. So we'll see how many we get by the end of this trip. All right, there we go. They all attached? Yeah, they're all attached. So this is gonna stay here. Yeah, tiles, blue tiles. All right, it's kind of hard to see, but this is purple. There it is next to a clear. So this is clear that turns purple from the manganese in the glass mixed with the UV rays from the sun. Turns it about lavender, pink, purple over time. So yeah, hard to see, but you can kind of see it when it's next to clear. All right, I saw writing on this, so we picked it up. Looks like it's an exhibition. Victor Talking Matchco, Camden, New Jersey. Manufactured exclusively foreign countries. Yes, it's pretty cool. We'll take this and just do some research on it. Just picked this up. It's obviously broken, but yeah, it looks fancy and like it was something at some point. I don't know if that's an attachment point there. But yeah, we'll take this and see. All right, we're coming to the end. It's been a slow second hunt, but is this a marble? Oh, it is a big marble too. Look at that. That's the biggest one we found here. All right, first marble of the trip, fourth of the video. All right, I have to admit, I did check to see, because I didn't think it was gonna be a marble. But yeah, this stretch of this river, this stretch I've never found a marble. Nice light blue one. 2 for the trip, 5 for the 2 hunts on the way out. All right, it is Chaim here with Detective Americana, back with another video, with another wrap up here. It got very cool and cloudy over the last few hours here. I was hoping that it would be nice and sunny outside for the wrap up, but yeah, we are outside. It did get cool like I just mentioned. But anyways, this is 2 hunts that we did along the Hudson, doing some mudlarking. We got a nice spread and array of finds, from some stuff that is pretty common that I usually find to some my favorite up the obscure finds. So we'll just start with the normal, quote unquote, to the obscure. So like I mentioned in the video, I want to start collecting these blue tiles and just, you know, sell it. As I mentioned always at the end, I do have an Etsy store, so I'm going to start a lot of these just blue tiles. There's a lot of tiles at the spot, mostly white or beige or stuff like that, but the blue ones I like, which is why I like this blue color class. Also ends up excuse me, on my Etsy store. And then here's that purple, lavender, pink. You can kind of see it. You might be able to hear the wind in the background, but yeah, you can kind of see it against the white towel. So like I mentioned, there's manganese in the glass that mixed with the UV light from the sun helps, not helps, but it turns the glass that color. And just some nice pieces of pottery. I want to start actually drilling holes and making just pendants. Again, for my Etsy store, not trying to plug my Etsy store so much, it just happens from what I'm saying. It just, this is just natural. Again, I don't write a script. So yeah, so just want to start drilling a hole with a Dremel and a diamond tip. And I think you attach a pinch back, I believe is what it's called. And then I can just have nice pottery and glass piece. Is that an eagle up there or is that a hawk? All right, there's a big bird up there in the sky, and I don't know if it's an eagle or a hawk, but we'll see. But yeah, I want to start doing that. So just another piece of pottery again. It's old. You can see the nice H cracks there. This says some sort of deposit. Spark plugs again. Always. This ends up on my Etsy store. I sell them as lots. They do sell. I don't know what people do with them. I'm very curious what they do. A button again. Lots on my Etsy store. We did find wheat cents in that one spot, which was very interesting. But yeah, really cool. I think they all date from the 30s, maybe to the 50s. But yeah, for wheat cents, bottom to wine or champagne glass. This looks like it's gray glass, or maybe olive or yellow, but not clear glass, which is pretty cool. I do like that. We'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that. We did get 5 marbles over the 2 trips. The first one I think is the nicest. Nice swirls. Yeah, big green shooter, blue, but yeah. And then to the obscure, unique, cool finds. Apologies if you can hear in the background. It is Friday, which is gardening day here at where I live. Yeah, we did get vitrite. So this is, I guess, the black sea glass section. All right, we're gonna pause it and come back to it. All right, we are back. Sorry about that. It's been a few minutes. It actually rained a little bit in the 10 minutes that I was waiting. Got a little sunnier, but yeah, anyways, we were over here. So this is the black sea glass section. These two pieces are vitrite, not connected to each other, but yeah, black sea glass, black glass. Usually it's purple or red or even blue, but those were the base to light bulb, like an insulator for light bulbs. Yes, those are really cool to find. I have a couple full ones. And then this, which I didn't think was glass, but it is glass, is a black morning glass. Morning, not like morning and night, but morning as in M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G. This was around the Victorian era, when buttons were in England. In a time of mourning, they were usually, the rich and upper class were made of jet. These were imitation ones for the everyday person to wear, fancy, usually faceted. Faceted. But yeah, always black, usually buttons, but yeah, black glass. And yeah, they were from, I have notes, like I always mention, I do have notes. But yeah, they were the copy jet buttons in the Victorian period. So very cool. And then the 3 finds of the day, whatever, they're all finds of the days, of the trips. But we'll start, I guess, with this one. I think this is glass. I think it's a blue milk glass. And I think because of that, I don't think it's a button. It is broken, unfortunately. But I did post this online, and people had all kinds of cool ideas, from, like I said, a button to a broken part to a lid to something, to like a lid to a jar or something like that from Avon or something like that. But I think it might be some sort of pull with a cord that would attach to this, maybe. Sorry, that was kind of in the camera. But yeah, I think it was a pull. I don't think it was a drawer pull or a cabinet pull. I think it was more attached to a string or a wire or a cord or something, and you would pull down maybe. But yeah, if you have any ideas what this is based off of that, maybe it is a button, but that would have been a really big button for such a small attachment point, in my opinion. But I, again, no expert. But yeah, if any of you have any ideas what this is, very cool piece of milk glass. And then this piece, it is 2.3 ounces. There it is in my hand. I don't have the biggest hand, but yeah. People were saying it's a clay marble, a shooter marble. That's a pretty big one. If it is, a lot of people were saying it's stone shot from the 1600s, the Revolutionary War, grape shot, stone shot. So yeah, I would love to find out what this is exactly, but I'm not sure how I would be able to do that. If you have any ideas, again, please let me know. See, that's some interesting blue color there. But yeah, very cool. Some of you mentioned it could be something natural, some sort of nodule, flip nodule, or some sort of something with an E. I forgot what they said, but yeah, it could be also some sort of natural formation, maybe. But yeah, and then last but not least is this cool piece that I almost did not take in the end, but yeah, it says Victor Talking Machine Co., Camden, New Jersey, exhibition, and this is a part to what they call a sound box, to a, I want to say a phonograph, or like a record player, what we call nowadays. Yeah, this was started in the early 1900s. It was a recording company and phonograph manufacturer. Started in Camden, New Jersey, which is south of where I live. Yeah, it was a phonograph, like I said, a record player known for the Victrola line. So this piece, I have a picture earlier when I found it. I posted a picture of what it would have looked like whole. So that would have had the needle would have attached somewhere here, would have come out here, I believe, and would have played against the record, I think, maybe, and then it would have amplified that sound through what they call it, the horn or something. I did post it onto a Facebook antique phonograph group, and it was pretty cool to see and learn. A lot of people said they restore stuff, so this might end up, it's probably going to be on my Etsy store, so somebody might be able to restore that and add it to make it work again. So yeah, this would have the needle, like I said, and it would play the grooves in the record, and then the sound would be amplified from the horn or something, like I said. Yeah, kind of confusing, and something I don't want to get in again, because that's another hobby, another deep dive. But yeah, very, very cool piece of history. It probably dates to the early 1900s. So yeah, random piece that you never know what you find, but you always learn something cool. So as always, when you're out there, please pick up some trash, and check down the link down below for my link for my Etsy store. Beep beep.